Every time, baby, we are live coming to you from StreamYard.com/EastBumble F. I'm not going to say the full thing, Nick,
What are
because
you saying?
I'm
What are
going to
you
censor
going on
myself.
about?
I don't know what I'm going on about, but here we are, baby. Dun, dun, dun. The mid-season awards. I don't know why I did like the MSN NBC sounder there, whatever that is. Sounded like the
That sounded
2005
more
PC.
negative. That
What do
sounded
you
more
mean?
negative. It was like dun dun dun. That's what you
Yeah,
sounded
but
like.
wait, but you're too young. You were probably born in like 2009. So there was back in the day, like the early 2000s, they had this type of PC. I forget what company it was. It would be like when you open it, it would be like dun dun dun. I think that's what it was. It probably wasn't. I'm
No,
probably
you're
screwing that
you're
up
you're
so bad.
so wrong. You're
I'm
doing
gonna
the
find the sounder.
the dun dun dun, like the scary, the mystical.
No, that's
That's what
not
you're
what
doing.
I'm doing. You think
That's
I'm
what
doing
it
that? But
sounds like.
no,
That's
I'm
what it
not.
sounds
No, I'm
like.
not.
I
No, I'm not.
guarantee anyone who's watching or listening will agree with me. There's no you. That's what it sounds like.
Okay, so we're gonna do our midseason awards today, right? So you're gonna be the least improved player
I'm
in
the least
all of sports, all of media, and all of sports.
me least
You're the
improved.
least. That's the number one. That is our first award today, Nick Earnshaw, least improved. His knowledge of just everything. I mean, it's bar none terrible.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not an award I wanted to accept, but
Oh,
you've
you're doing
handed
your
it out to
speech
me.
now.
That's the first award. Yeah, I'm gonna give a speech right now. You gave me an
Go ahead.
award.
Floor is yours. Yeah.
You know, I'm honored that you gave me at least something. I didn't expect to get any awards from you at all on this show ever, but so at least I got something. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Bottom of my heart, I want to thank my family, my friends, and yeah, done.
Are they in attendance? Are they in attendance there?
No, it's just me right
They at
now.
work.
It's
They're
just
at
me.
work.
Yeah, family, friends, they're all at work. It's me and the dog.
Okay.
Me and the dog.
Yeah, the dog. Okay, the dog's in attendance. Okay.
Dog's in attendance. Yeah. I want to thank
Nice.
him too. Good
Thank you.
guy.
It's a guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, God.
Okay. Cool. The guy dog. All right. Anyway, let's get to our as I kind of alluded to there, Nick Earnshaw. We are doing our mid-season awards. Dun dun dun.
I'm just gonna
Nick,
let you roll.
tell the audience what our awards we are looking at today. We're going to be doing both American League and National League. Tell us the awards.
Yeah, so we're gonna do both leagues. We're gonna name, just like they usually do at the end of the season, but mid-season awards here on the shift. We're gonna hand them out. Most improved player from the American League and National League, NL and AL rookies of the year so far, Cy Young awards so far, and AL and NL MVPs so far. So we're gonna go down the list and let you know what we think as of right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be this is a fun one, man. We'll be back soon, probably like this weekend ish, or maybe Monday right before the All-Star break, to break down the All-Star games. Also, I just did a video this morning talking about All-Star game uniforms. Nick, we probably we'll talk about this next episode, but MLB needs to bring back their own uniforms. Okay, I don't.
I'm just
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
right now, I
What?
agree. I agree.
Okay. We agree.
This year,
Great.
that's it. And
Actually, you know what's crazy? That's going
for
to a
content.
tangent. We'll get to it in a second. I actually kind of like the designs this year for the uniforms. Doesn't mean that I want these over the old way, but I'm just saying.
All right.
Anyway,
All right.
so we'll talk about that more later in the week. But yeah, let's start with our most improved. We're going to go American League first. We're going to do American League first every time for these awards, just because we save the best for last. We're Phillies fans. We love the National League. I've hated the American League my entire life because they win almost every All-Star game. So, yes, they're going first. Excuse me. So, as I step to the podium in my tuxedo, for the most improved for the American League, dun, dun, dun,
Drum roll.
Nathan Eovaldi from the Texas Rangers. And Nick, I kind of wanted to do a most improved. And I know this is a National League player I'm going to reference to here. I didn't want to do players who have had great years in the past. Like, yes, Cody Bellinger has been better this year, but he's been an MVP before. He doesn't get to be most improved. Yeah, he's had some bad years, but he's done it before. That's just at least my criteria. I wanted to pick somebody like a Nathan Eovaldi who has been unbelievable this year. I don't think anyone's even expected him. The whole thing with the Rangers and everybody that they've signed in the offseason was, will they be able to stay healthy? I mean, look at DeGrom. He hasn't been healthy. So Eovaldi has been healthy and then some. He's been a great pitcher. He's been one of the best pitchers in baseball. 2.64 ERA. His 112 plus innings are leading the American League. But as we're talking about most improved here, I'm looking at his entire career, man, right? He's been mostly a starter, but someone who struggled to stay healthy. And again, when he's been able to stay healthy, his like best year, I'm looking at, I think it was with Boston a couple of years ago, maybe. Maybe not before that, Miami back to 2013 when he had a 3.39 ERA and 18 starts, not even a full year. He has 17 starts this year, 2.64 ERA, a FIP just above 3. He's having an unbelievable season. I just think that for a guy that's 33 years old, been in Major League Baseball a decade plus, I think he's my most improved player. It was kind of tough to search around Major League Baseball to find our most improved players. But Eovaldi kind of came to mind, man, just because of the year he's having and kind of the career he's had. I think he's definitely most improved for me.
I think it's a really good one. I went a little different route, Francisco, from you. You went the pitching route with Eovaldi. I kind of went with the bat. Now I know he's only played in 35 games this season, but Mickey Moniak has to be my most improved player on the American League side. This guy got traded from the Phillies last season, came over in a trade. He is not panned out whatsoever in the major leagues up until this year. This year he's batting 305, on base percentage 339, slugging 644, 983 OPS. You look at last year, he only played in 37 total games. He batted 170, 207 on base percentage. This is a guy who's like a bench player, and even though he was like a top pick in the draft, I get it. This year, he's really improved. I mean, dramatically. I get the volume isn't completely there, but man, I mean, that's a drastic improvement to continue to have those numbers right now. And as of late, he's been playing really well, hitting it extremely well, driving in runs as well. I had to go Mickey Moniak. I think for me in the American League, there wasn't he was the guy that really just kind of stood out with his numbers. And, he was someone who just really kind of was falling off the bad track. He got a new situation in the trade last year. Boom, Mickey Moniak, my most improved player in the American League.
Yeah, I don't hate your pick. I'm fine with it. Just the volume for me. That's the only thing I'll say. But I mean, he's been unreal. I have no malice as a Phillies fan, by the way. I think just like Zach Eflin this year in Tampa Bay, who's been very good. We just saw that yesterday. I just think it was going to pan out somewhere else for him if it was going to pan out. And look, only 35 games, so he's got a long way to go. But I mean, he's definitely he's been most improved. He's the numbers he's putting up this year in 35 games compared to what the last, 2022 plus 2020.
It's not good.
66
not good.
games, 157 average, the 268 slugging percentage. Yeah, not so great. So I'm not mad at the pick. I like my pick a little better. I'll say that on the mic right now, at the podium.
Of course you do.
Of course you do. Of all these people. Let's get to a National League. So this is not a pick that maybe some think of. He's had an unreal season. We've talked about him pretty much every day for the last couple of months. He's been talked about. Will his batting average get him the MVP this year? I think if you look at Luis Arias' numbers, man, and this isn't a bad thing. I'm just saying, look at his numbers compared to last year. 316 average this year, 387. That's a ginormous jump. On base, 375, 440 this year. His slugging, even 50 plus points higher this year. OPS, 130 points higher. I mean, he's on track to have 215, 220 hits this year. It's just unreal. His B-WAR, 3.7 this year, compared to 4.3 last year, already almost 4. I know Arias is oh, well, what do you mean? He's been a great hitter already. I'm like, but he's improved from being a very good hitter to being an MVP candidate. I don't see how that's not most improved. I feel like, Nick, you're a little surprised. Maybe you have something to say on this. I know you will. But Luis Arias for me, man, most improved.
I'm stunned.
I know you are.
Because we agree. We agree. Because we didn't show each other. Just disclaimer. We did not tell each other who we picked for each award on this. Yeah. I picked Luis Arias as well. And wasn't I saying to you before the show, I was like, I don't know about this pick. I was like, yeah, I know you might not like this.
Is it?
And
Yeah.
how the turntables have turned. Luis Arise,
The
my pick
turntable
as
turned.
well
That
as
was
the
not.
most improved.
Hold on, that
What?
was not correct grammar. The
I know it
turntables have
wasn't. It
turned.
was it was it was on purpose.
Well,
It
you
was
got
on
to
purpose.
acknowledge that. No, you didn't say that sarcastically enough. You got to be
All
like, oh, the
right.
blah, 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 blah.
I'll work on my sarcasm a little. But anyway,
All right,
Luis
all right, Moose, go
Arise.
ahead.
Luis Arise. Oh, I'm gonna get you for that too. All right,
All right, go
Luis
ahead, go ahead.
Arise, 387 batting average as of right now. I mean, he's hanging around 400, and I'm with you. Like, hey, if you look at his numbers last year, right, from when his time in Minnesota, age 25 season, which by the way, he was an All-Star last year. He finished 13th in MVP voting. You know, you got to give him credit, right? He had a very good year, and he's turned into a really good player. But this year, it's a new level. Like, it's a new level this year. Like, the numbers are even more ridiculous than last year. They were really good last year. They're off the charts this year. That's the difference. Like, he has improved so much and has entered himself into the MVP conversation, right? Like, if you're talking about Luis Arise, and clearly we don't have him as our MVP at this point, at least I don't think we do. I don't have him as a double.
Yeah,
So
we'll talk about it.
so we'll see. But yeah, like I don't see how you can't have him as the most improved. Like, he's been a guy whose all his numbers have took dramatic jumps, and they're on like elite level now instead of just really, really good. They're elite. And yeah, I'm with you. I mean, you look. I mean, obviously the batting average is the easiest one. On base percentage,
Right,
obviously
right,
ridiculous.
all that.
The slugging's way up. OPS way up this year.
That's what I'm
OPS
saying. Like the
way up.
OPS, like, yeah, I know.
Insane. Like, so the fact he's really come along and he's 26 years of age, entering his prime. Yeah, he's got a lot. He's gonna have a really, really long, great career. I think, barring any crazy injuries this season. He's improved, and that jump has been drastic. He's my most improved National League. So I can't believe we agree, Francisco. I can't, like, that's
Look at that. I know.
stunning.
It's insane. We must savor this moment.
We are.
Moments, Nick.
This is the shift history right here. Like, us agreeing on this, and the guy who's leading the league in batting average, he deserved an award for me. Like, he had to get an award. I'm not giving him the MVP. I can't do it. I'm not giving him the MVP. There's another guy that we might talk about later. I'm
99% sure we I'm 99% sure we
Probably
agree on both MVPs.
Probably.
Go ahead.
But yes, listen. I have to agree with you on Luis Arise. Like, he is taking a jump, and he needs an award from me as of this point. All right, let's move on. Rookies of the year. Now, we are going to totally disagree on this. I really feel like, just because of the reasoning I took with the rookie of the year. I took a little bit of a different stance in my brain as to how I wanted to award this. But I digress.
I'm glad you used your brain. I'm glad you used it.
Maybe not. Maybe not at this point. You might get a little upset here. But anyway, all right. So, American League Rookie of the Year. Now, a couple of good candidates. I think there's 3 really at the top that you can go with. And, I don't think this guy's the favorite right now to be the Rookie of the Year in probably most people's opinions. Right now, he on Caesar Sportsbook, he's 375. BetMGM, he's plus 350, plus 360 on FanDuel to win the Rookie of the Year as of right now. But he's going to be my Rookie of the Year. Gunnar Henderson, the Baltimore Orioles, has to be my Rookie of the Year. I know there might be some other names out there that people want to go with, but Gunnar Henderson, I love this guy. I saw this guy come through the minors. He's batting around 240 right now. I get it. 336 on base percentage, 443. He's played a little third base, played a little short. They've had him go all over the place. I think the outlook for him is special. I did more of my Rookie of the Year on the outlook of these guys, right? Like, I think he had a really good month of June, batted 320, 354 on base percentage, 640 slugging percentage. I think that month really solidified it for me that he's going to have a really good rest of the season. And right now, start the year a little bit slow, but then in June he really picked it up, and that's why he's going to be my AL Rookie of the Year as of right now, midseason.
Yeah, that I'm not mad at that pick. There were a couple. I think Masataka Yoshida's another one. He was not my pick, but Yoshida's up there as well. But kind of the easy pick. But excuse me, I'm gonna I'm gonna take Josh. Is it Josh? It's Josh Young. Okay,
Yep.
I can never remember to say Josh Jung or Young, but I'm looking at Baseball Reference right now, and it is Young. So I will try and remember that forever. So Josh Young with the 2.5 B WAR right now, Baseball Reference WAR, he has 17 homers. His OPS sitting at 813. That's a 120 OPS plus. Really, man, I don't. There's not many. I felt like there were a few guys you could go with. I think Young probably had like the bit of the strongest case. I see what you're saying with Gunnar, and maybe he rides the momentum that he had in June. Did not have a good March and May, March and May. But you know, Gunnar had a really
April? You
hot
mean
June.
April and May? You mean April?
Did I
and
not
May?
say
No.
it?
You said
My God,
March and May.
I'm looking at his
April and
splits on Baseball Reference, and it's like April/March, and then
March
it's
had
May.
like one day.
Oh my God. Anyway, you know what? Screw that. I
Get
make
it
my own
right.
months here.
It's April.
We make our own months here on the midseason awards. We do what we want. Okay, Josh Young.
Rojas.
What about Rojas?
I said month Rojas. Just
sneak
in your
Rojas.
last. No, month Rojas.
Listen. So I think Young, he's he's been a big part of what Texas has done so far. And yeah, I think he's my rookie of the year. Yeah, that's where I'm at with Josh Young.
All right, I like it. Listen, I that's a fair pick. He's the favorite right now, according to all the sports books. He's had a really good year. He's had a really good season. I can't hate on that pick at all. I think Gunnar, just based on that June, man, I think he's really gonna start gunning it down the stretch. I think he is. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. Yeah, you like that pun. You like that pun. I had to sneak that in there before we moved on.
Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, you like that.
You like that.
You like that. You like that.
Gosh,
like that.
why you got to quote one of the freaking most annoying quarterbacks in the history of the league? Go ahead. No,
I'm good. I'm just saying.
If there weren't any copyright things, I would have put the Kirk Cousins clip in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to get flagged on. Actually, I could do it on YouTube if I really wanted to. I put things on YouTube all the time.
You'd be fine. We'd be fine.
I'll be fine, but not on the podcast. So I think the podcast we get.
We might be a little trouble, but we're all.
But
YouTube,
YouTube's okay. So YouTube might get that content.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. All right. Anyway, give us your National League Rookie of the Year.
I know who the favorite is.
And he's right. Go ahead, though.
I know. As I said in my last pick, I'm gonna stick to my guns here on this Rookie of the Year pick, and I can't go against my guy. I know he hasn't been up as long as Mr. Corbin Carroll. Elly De La Cruz. Elly De La Cruz. We're not going to send him to the All-Star game because he hasn't played long enough. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. I know he declined. I know he declined the home run derby. I can't, man. He's going to win Rookie of the Year. He's going to have a second half of the season that's going to be ridiculous. I don't care if he hasn't played enough games. I get it. Everyone's going to hate on me for this. I don't care. I love Elly De La Cruz. Elly De La Cruz is slowly becoming one of my favorite baseball players. You can put Psycho up there all you want. I am.
I'm glad
I told
you
you.
can read.
I told you I was going to be.
You're a psycho. He's played 35 games.
All right. All right. So is Mickey Moniak.
Moniak too. Do you think? Yeah, but that's
it's different. It's different. But listen, I understand Corbin. I think Elly had it's fantastic month of June, batting over 300. He hit for the cycle. He is already starting off the month of July pretty well. Had 4 hits on the 4th of July. Man, he's just so electric. And he's gonna ride these Reds to the playoffs. I'm telling you, he is. He is going to be that down. I know Corbin's been great. I know he's the runaway right now. He's the big favorite. I'm telling you, this is, if you're looking at it I'm looking at it the month of June. He was fantastic. Midseason award. I get it. You want to take the totality, but I'm taking the outlook mindset here. I'm looking forward and ahead as well. Guess what? Elly De La Cruz is going to win National League Rookie of the Year. He's going to come back. He's going to take it from Corbin Carroll. Your boy. I don't care. Elly's taking it. He's going to do it. I'm telling you right now it's going to happen. He's going to have an insane season. Insane. I know it's only been a month and a couple days.
We're talking about the first half. I don't care about the second half.
I don't care. Elly De La Cruz, Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year. I'm done. Go ahead.
What
Go
a
ahead.
what
I
a
know Corbin.
compelling
Yeah, blah
case.
blah blah.
You
Got
sound like
the
you sound like all these other people that want him in the All-Star game because the game needs the most electric players. Yeah, he's incredible to watch. It doesn't mean he deserves to freaking be rookie of the year. Cool. He's like
he has the
eye candy.
numbers.
Cool.
He has
Cool.
the
He's
numbers
eye
to back it
candy. That's
up.
great.
Got really good numbers too.
Yeah, in 35, was it even 35?
You're not joining the Ellie fan club. You're out of the Ellie fan club.
Oh my God, I love Ellie De La Cruz. I'm not, doesn't mean
No,
anything.
not
25 games on 25, not 35, 25.
I know.
That's not
I
even a
know. I
month
said I'm
worth.
crazy. I said it was a
Yeah,
month.
we know.
He's been in a month.
Yeah.
I
don't
know. I
what
know.
to say.
I know I'm
doing
crazy.
well.
I know I'm crazy. I told you I was going to be crazy with this one. I told you I was going to be off
Are
my
you
rocker.
one of these weirdos that
know.
watches Summer League basketball too?
I did have it on for a little bit the other night. I did.
Yeah, but it probably
not very long.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
No. I was watching it. No, I was legit watching.
You were tuned in
until until my girlfriend made me turn it off.
Well, good for her. Good for her. She knows what she's doing.
I watched it for we probably watched it for about 25 minutes. A little bit of the first half.
I did watch the Sixers highlights in their first game.
Yeah, I'm a little bit crazy like that. Yeah.
Yes, we know you are. Well, at least you admit it. At least you admit it.
Yeah.
So Corbin Carroll is the correct pick here. It's no doubt. The guy might. I mean, depending on what happens in the second half here. I mean, he could win MVP and Rookie Year in the same year. I don't know if that's ever happened. Did Mike Trout do that? No, he almost did. He should have over Miguel Cabrera. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll have to do my research on that. But Corbin, I think I know is Rookie of the Year. Let's see. He's on 20 doubles. He's on track for about a 40 double season. 18 homers, on track for 30 plus homer season. 24 stolen bases, on track for 40. I mean, this isn't even fair. I don't even know what you're talking about. 292 average, almost 370 on base, slugging 567, 936 OPS. Do I have to go on? 165 total bases. I don't have to go on. Do you want me to keep going though?
You can keep going. I don't care.
This is embarrassing for you. I'm sorry. I don't want to put you in the coffin too much, but
I don't think it is. Listen, I know he's got the numbers right now. You wait until the end of the season.
But it's the balance with the midseason
he's getting
awards.
Anyway.
I don't care about what the person's going to do in the second half.
Corbin
Carroll could fall off. He could fall off.
You're damn right he could, and he probably will, compared to Ellie De La Cruz. Ellie De La Cruz is going to end up being the Rookie of the Year. Let me tell you. I'm stamping it here. He's going to overtake him. You can. That's fine. You're out of the Ellie fan club. I am leading the charge of the non-Reds fan Ellie fan club. Okay? All right?
Okay. I have nothing else to say to you. This is embarrassing.
I know.
I feel embarrassed for you.
I told you.
I'm embarrassed for the show. Very embarrassed. My turn. Cy Young. Dun, dun, dun.
Should have did that when I announced Ellie De La Cruz is my pick. Dun, dun, dun. That's scary.
Yeah. Yeah, it is scary. You're a freaking American psycho. That's what you are. All right. Cy Young. We're going to start with the American League here. A lot of good choices to pick from, I think, on both sides. But somebody, because the Houston Astros just always have these type of players, no matter what, whether it's your pitchers, whether it's your Jeremy Peñas, your Correas, your Bregmans, whoever, especially, lately with Christian Javier. But I'm going to go with Framber Valdez. Framber Valdez leading the American League in ERA, 2.49. I had his page up here somewhere. There it is. Leading, he has one shutout this year that leads, baseball. I don't know if he's tied there or not. 287 FIP, ERA plus at 169. He has really shot up to the leaderboards in a lot of these numbers. Framber has been pretty good for the Astros since coming up, but this year, looking like we thought Christian Javier was going to look like for the Astros this year, who is kind of not been great. He's coming off the year last year where almost he helped throw a no-hitter in the World Series, which we know very well here in Philadelphia. I like Framber. Just based off the numbers that he's put up so far this year, I think he deserves it. There are other guys, Sonny Gray, Garrett Cole's had a great year. Those guys have been good, but I like Framber. I like
Okay.
Framber there.
All right. I think it's a great pick. He's one of the leading betting candidates. He's number 2 behind my guy. I picked who did I pick in month end when we did month
You
awards? I think
probably picked
it
Ellie
was
De La
Cole.
Cruz for this too, didn't you?
No, he can't pitch. I know he can't pitch. That's one thing he can't do. He can't pitch. No, I had to go with Shane McClanahan here. He's had a really good season. ERA under 2.53 this year and 17 starts. Right now, I think he's the leading getter. He also leads the league in wins. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
11-1. He's been a dominant force
Yeah,
on
the Rays,
the Rays.
amazing offense, doing a great job at
I'm
giving
just
him
saying,
run support.
yeah,
And
but
that's
he's
why
been
he's getting
pitching. Yeah,
wins.
but he's been pitching well too. You can't say he hasn't been pitching well, and he's got a leading
I know he
ERA
has. I'm just
plus
saying.
2. He's a
I know
leading
he
ERA plus
has.
2.
I just
So
why mention the win, Moose man.
he's
Go
had
ahead.
an unbelievable year for one of the most winning teams. I got to go with McClanahan right here.
Okay, good one. National League for me. I'm gonna go. I know maybe some of his StatCast numbers would suggest that maybe we're due for a fall off in the second half. But again, I don't care about the second half right now. I'm not Ellie De La Cruz super freak like you. Okay, I am looking at the first half. I don't care about the projections. I'm just looking at the first half to what these players have done so far. I'm going Bryce Elder from the Atlanta Braves because they just can't seem to stop, just stockpiling, young players. And Bryce Elder is just one of the newer ones. It was Strider and Harris last year, Max Fried, years before that. You had Ian Anderson who's struggled, but I can go on and on about the Braves' young talent that has come up here. Maybe the next guy will come up in the MVP talk right here. But Bryce Elder, 2.45 ERA, leads Major League Baseball to this point. And maybe you look at some of the StatCast numbers and say, well, he's not like top percentile and average exit velocity and some of these other numbers. But I'm looking at ERA, and he's got over 100 innings, and he's leading. I think, yeah, at least the National League and Baseball References wins above replacement metric. So I like Bryce Elder. I like what he's done so far this year for the Braves, and I think he is deserving of the midseason National League Cy Young Award. I'm not projecting for the second half. Who knows who it could be? But there were other good picks here. I'm curious to know yours, but there were other good picks here. So go ahead, Mr. Ellie De La Cruz Super Freak.
You're never gonna let me live this one down, are you?
No,
With
never.
Ellie. No, I know. It's all right. I'm leading the charge of the non-Cincinnati Red Ellie De La Cruz fan club. That's just what we're gonna do here on the ship. But anyway, all right. My pick for NL Cy Young Award winner has to be Clayton Kershaw. I think he's pitched extremely well this year. Yeah, he just got hurt. But I think for the first half, he's pitched extremely well. Up to this point, I mean, 2.55 ERA. WAR's a little low this year. Also, 10 wins right behind McClanahan overall in the league. His 10 wins on the season. Just wanted to point that out for you. It's your favorite stat. He's pitched 95 and a thirds innings. 105 strikeouts, leads the league in WHIP, which is pretty crazy. It stinks he got hurt. But yeah, as of right now, I mean, midseason award, I got to give Clayton Kershaw. He was dominant in the first half of the season. ERA below 3. I thought he pitched extremely well, and I give it to an older guy. Verlander won. He won the Cy Young before. Like what, age 39 was it? I guess he won the Cy Young. Or was it 40? How old was he? 39 or 40? Whatever it was. Clayton Kershaw, obviously veteran, and I think right now he's the leading candidate. Hopefully, that injury isn't as bad as we think.
Yeah, I'm it's a shame. Kershaw has continued to obviously get older, like every human being does.
Yep.
We get older. But yeah, it's been awesome to see. The Dodgers have needed that, especially the race they're in with the Diamondbacks and the Giants, and Padres have sucked this year, but who knows what's gonna happen in the second half. But Kershaw, I mean, lowest ERA since. I mean, I know he had a 2.28 ERA last year, but that was up until 22 starts when he got hurt. But lowest ERA really since 2017,
Yeah.
where he had a 2.31 ERA and led the major leagues in wins with 18. You know what I mean? But it's great to see Kershaw. Hopefully this injury stint isn't all that long, because I would love to see Kersh, doing his thing. Because
Yeah.
when we get to see greatness, man, we want to see it as long as possible.
Yep.
And sometimes we can't appreciate it till it's gone. So yeah, I like your Kershaw pick. I'm not mad at it. There's definitely a case for him there. So yeah, let's get into the last one, Nick, shall we?
Oh, definitely. So I think we're gonna agree on both these.
Yeah, me too.
We'll start with the American League. I'm not gonna pull one out of my hat on this one to make you upset or anything, because it would just be that would be too crazy. Shohei Ohtani, man, the MVP. It's not even close. It's just not even close. You can give him the Cy Young if you want to. If you want, I don't care. The guy's just ridiculous. On the mound, he's nasty. In the field, I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, the guy's just the best player in baseball. It's not even close. He's a guy we've never seen before, anything like this. So, yeah, I definitely going him.
Yeah, I thought we talked about this before the show. Like, he might be the best athlete of all time. I mean, he might. What he's done since he's come into Major League Baseball, especially over the last 3 years. But again, I want to make sure we stick to talking about this year, because this is what this show is about. 31 homers, leading Major League Baseball. Could could challenge Judge. I don't know if we'll get there. It's possible. We'll see. His 5 triples leads Major League Baseball. He has 11 stolen bases. I mean, 300 average, 387 on base. I don't. Do I even have to do this? I mean, 180 OPS plus. I mean, 217 total bases. Where the heck are his pitching stats? Here we go. I mean, 332 ERA, 100 innings. What the heck? I mean, we're just talking about Framber Valdez with 105. It's unreal. There's no argument against it. It's just no argument. There have been other guys that have had good years, but I mean, to me, this is like 2021 all over again. And he probably could have won last year if it wasn't for Judge setting records. And that we could be sitting here talking about 3 straight MVPs for Ohtani, just like challenging Barry Bonds, early 2000s type of territory, the way that type of years he's having. So yeah, I mean, without a doubt, it's Ohtani. So let's get to National League.
Yeah, let's get to the National League. National League, I think we agree here. Ronald Acuna as well. Ronald Acuna has to be...
it's Ellie De La Cruz. What are you talking about?
I know. All right. Relax. Ronald Acuna, another player that he's been ridiculous this year. He's at the top of the list in all categories. Overall, has just continued to be just a dominant force for those Atlanta Braves. I have to go Ronald Acuna Jr., no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, what were I want to pull up. I posted this on the Shift's Instagram, which is below. The Shift _media, go follow us.
It's right there.
It's right there. So he was the only player in Major League history with 20 homers, 40 stolen bases, and 50 plus RBIs. Not a stat before the All-Star break. So pretty incredible to do, and definitely the pitch clock and some of the new rules have been able to help him, kind of go for the 40 stolen bases at this mark at this point of the season. It's just unreal. As a baseball fan, as a Phillies fan, I don't love this, but as a baseball fan, this is what we were kind of expecting from Acuna, coming up through the Brave system, in the mid 2010s, and eventually, getting to coming up, being called up and winning Rookie of the Year. I believe he won Rookie of the Year in 2018. Before, unfortunately, he was having this type of season, I think, in 2021 before he got hurt. Did he not?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not this exact type of season, but he was he was doing Acuna things. I mean, he's looking like a Hall
Yeah.
of Famer already, man. It's insane.
Yeah. I mean, he's like Arias is doing something crazy in batting average. If it was like any other year, it'd be Acuna. He'd be leading the league in batting average at 337. He
Right.
leads the league in runs. Like he's at the top of the list for like almost everything. 21 runs, tied for ninth in the league. Like he's just at the top of the list. He's all around been the most valuable in the National League for the Braves. I mean, you can't go wrong here. As of right now, these two guys are the stalwarts. They're going to be the MVP if they continue on their trajectory for the rest of the season. That's just what's going to happen. Just what's going to happen.
Yeah, no, it's 100%. We're not projecting. We're not doing the LA De La Cruz, Nick Earnshaw, spinorama here. We're just doing the MVPs. Okay, that's what we're doing here. And for midseason, so those are our midseason awards. Nick, that was good. That was good.
Great.
I enjoyed that. Save for your dumb rookie of the year pick. That was embarrassing, but besides that, it was a good show.
Listen, it was a great show. I don't think it was embarrassing because I think I'm going to be proven right at the end. I think I will be. And you're going to come back. You're going to come back and you're going to be like, Nick, you were right. I should have took Ellie. I know he only played pretty much the month of June and a couple games in July, but I should have picked him anyway. Even though Corbin, he's the favorite. I get it. It's an easy pick. But Ellie's more
if Ellie actually wins at the end of the year, it's because Corbin got hurt on foot. No, God forbid gets hurt, or he just completely falls off.
I think Ellie's gonna win.
Yeah, that's for the end of the season. And if Ellie wins, then I'll give it to him because he rightfully deserves it at the end of the year. I don't care.
And you're gonna tell me I was right?
Not fine. I mean, if he wins Rookie of the Year, fine. I don't care about that. I'm talking about mid-season.
Listen, Ellie De La Cruz, mid-season Rookie of the Year, National League. That's all I gotta say, guys.
Okay,
guys, electric.
That's cool. 25. Getting to know you can play 25 games and win a freaking award. That's just fantastic. Yeah, you could do that. And you could win the Rookie of the Month. Did he win Rookie of the Month, by the way, or no?
I think did he?
Can I look up that
for the month of June
before the show ends? We got to find this because if it wasn't, it was probably somebody on Rookie of the Month, June 2023. Unless they did.
I don't think it could be anyone else.
Carroll. Corbin Carroll won. Look at that. It is just bam, bam. Your boy Gunnar Henderson though did win.
He did win. Yeah, he had a great month.
But yeah, all right. So those are our picks. I like your picks, except for that one. So that's it. Look out. This is episode 18. Episode 19 will hopefully be coming to you guys. We're definitely gonna me and Nick are gonna try our best to do our All-Star preview before the All-Star game in Seattle on July 11th. So that's going to be really exciting. We'll get into some maybe All-Star jersey talk. We'll get into previewing some of the teams, maybe do some snubs, stuff like that. We'll figure it out, but we're going to do some type of All-Star preview. So, Nick, it's been fun.
It was fun, man. That was great. Great midseason awards. We got you with this All-Star preview. I can't wait for the All-Star game. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Me too. Still the best, by the way. Best All-Star game in sports. Still no doubt. Pro Bowl doesn't even count. It's not a thing. Whatever. So make sure you follow us on all the social media platforms as you see below. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. And we will be back soon. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you also watch some of the videos that I personally drop on the channel. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Make sure you follow Nick. So that's going to do it for us. And we'll see you guys soon.